Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. So in about a week, actually a week from today exactly, my family is coming to stay at my house for Thanksgiving. So with myself and my husband included, that means there are going to be 10 adults and 5 children all sleeping under one roof. Going to be very chaotic, but it's also going to be so much fun and I'm so excited. But I am in a little bit of a time crunch, 1 week exactly, and I have some projects that I really want to get crossed off my to-do list before they get here. So with all of that being said, I really got to get started on this first project. Okay. So I think it is time, before I get started on this first project, I think it is time to give you guys an update on where my basement is, like the main room of my basement, since you guys haven't gotten to see it in a while. And if you haven't been following along on my basement makeover series, it has been a year in the making and we still have so many projects to do. And originally I had this whole other video planned out, but then I ended up getting sick and the video kind of fell apart. So now we're just gonna do a quick little update and I'm just gonna talk about what's new down here. Yay! The first thing, and I think like the biggest, most fun thing that I have down here is my couch. I knew instantly that I wanted to do a big old sectional down here because I think basements just lend themselves to wanting a big cozy sectional. So the main reasons I got this couch is I liked the look of it, it wasn't crazy expensive, and it also has a pull-out bed, which was very hard to find a sectional that looked nice and also had a pull-out bed. Very, very hard. There was very limited options. So obviously with as many guests as I have coming to stay at my house, this is a great couch to supply another bed for my guests. And then the other thing that I got for the main room is a rug. And I found out after I ordered this rug that this is actually a pretty popular option because it's actually a very nice looking rug, but it's not very expensive. So for the 12 by 14 rug that I got it on sale. It was actually really reasonable. And then the final quick little update is a few weeks after we got new windows on my house, we also got a new door to the basement. It's gray on the inside. It was like the closest color I could get to match the greenish gray that I painted on the paneling. And then it's also black on the outside to match the windows and, well, eventually the rest of my house when I paint it. So those are the 3 main updates. Now let's get to this first project. Or should I say, finishing this first project. Several months ago when I did start that other video that fell apart, I was painting this fireplace and then I stopped because I was trying to figure out how to remove this mantle. I still don't have that figured out. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and paint the fireplace. I'm also gonna paint the mantle for the time being until I can figure out how to remove the mantle without damaging the brick. So I need to get started painting this because I've got 1 week. Hello? Okay, wow, I feel a little weird. It's been a while since I just sat down and did some normal voiceovers at my microphone. But I realized there were some things I forgot to mention while I was filming. And also because this whole painting the fireplace was going to be a part of a different video, there was going to be more background information in that video as to why I am painting my fireplace and specifically why I am painting my fireplace black. Because you know I have a good reason. And the main reason I took this fireplace darker was because I went with a big off-white sectional, and the second I picked out the couch, I knew I could take this fireplace darker, and I knew the contrast between the two was going to be beautiful. And when I decided to take this fireplace dark, I knew I wanted to be dark, but I didn't want this to be a true black because I felt a true black was going to be too harsh for this
space. So the shade of black that I went with is Black Fox by Sherwin-Williams. It is a beautiful grayish brownish black, and when you see it next to a true black, you can see how much lighter it is and also how beautiful the undertones to this shade truly are. And finally, after several months of this fireplace sitting not even half painted, this project is officially done. This did end up taking me several days because painting brick is so annoying. Every time I thought I was done, I would see a spot that I missed. And honestly, I'm sure there are spots that I will continue to see even after I post this video. But hey, for now, in the time crunch, I am very pleased. And just like I thought, the contrast and the warmth and the drama this darker fireplace brings to this space is everything.
Guys, nothing gets you more motivated to do house projects than having a crap ton of people coming to your house. Today I'm working on my second project that I would really like to get done before my family is here. So right here, I have the table that I built out of 2x4s for my 2x4 video. And about a month ago, I found these stools right here. I got these stools for free money on Facebook Marketplace, and they are sturdy, they are nice stools, they're at the perfect height for this table, but the fabric is a little beat up, and also I don't like the look of the fabric. So today I am going to be reupholstering these stools. This reupholstering project isn't super duper easy, but it's not necessarily hard. I am gonna have to do a little bit of sewing to reupholster these stools. So I think I am going to move upstairs to my kitchen where I have a big old table I can spread out at to figure out what I need to do to actually reupholster these stools. Okay, so I think I have this figured out for the most part. So to upholster these chairs, this piece right here is one piece. It just like curves all the way around, and then it's sewed to these side panel pieces. And then this back is the same way. So this is just one piece that goes up and over to the back, and then it's sewed to these side panel pieces. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I might not have to do this, it might not be necessary, but I'm gonna go ahead and just make a quick pattern for these side panel pieces so that every stool is uniform and has the same panels on the sides. And I am just gonna do this first stool, make sure that it is good, make sure that like all my measurements and everything are good. And once I have the process down, I can then just like quickly cut out and batch sew for the other 3 stools and get those done a lot quicker. But I'm just gonna work on one stool to start.
More voiceovers, yay! So I wanted to mention, I am very glad I ended up making these patterns. It definitely would have been a big mistake not making them because the covers that I sewed up would have been all different sizes. So the patterns made all of the covers that I sewed very uniform and very nice looking. As for the 2 middle sections, those were really easy to just use my yardstick, figure out the measurements, and then cut the pieces that I needed. For the seat cushion, it starts out wider and tapers in. So once I got the seat cushion off of the stool, I could get those exact measurements for that middle section, as well as get the exact measurements for the middle section of the back of the stool. And after I confirmed that both the seat and back cushion covers that I sewed up were going to work and were good, I could move on to batch sewing for the next 3 stools. they are all complete. I really like the way these stools turned out. I was a bit nervous about this fabric because I'm not gonna lie, this fabric was not my first choice. I did have a different fabric picked out that was a little bit darker and it was more expensive. This fabric is really nice and is usually more expensive, but it just happened to be on sale for $10 a yard. So I couldn't really pass up on the sale. And with this fabric being $10 a yard, it made it so that I got 4 stools that looked nice for $40 total.
Good morning, guys. Reupholstering those stools took so much longer than I thought they were going to. And now today I have my last bigger project that I want to get done before my family is here. So several months back, I got 4 dining chairs off of Facebook Marketplace for like 60 bucks or something like that. And I knew I wanted to fix them up and reupholster them when I got them. I just haven't gotten around to this project. So I am going to be reupholstering them, and if you have never done any reupholstering projects, I highly recommend starting out with some dining room chairs because dining room chairs are super quick, super easy, and very satisfying to do. But on top of reupholstering these chairs, I have one chair that does need some attention with the cane, and then once I fix that up, I'm also going to be painting these chairs. So I am gonna get started. Woohoo! Okay, so all of these chairs are in really good condition. They're all very sturdy. This one wobbles a bit because it is missing the pads on 2 of the legs. So when I'm done with them, I can just stick some pads on the bottom and that'll even everything out. And then for these 2 chairs, the cane is in great condition. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them. These 2 chairs, the cane is slightly beat up, mainly on the bottom half of where the cane is. So there's not really much I can do. All I'm gonna do is clip some of the little trim pieces that are coming up, and then when I paint, that at least should cover up a little bit of the problem areas. And then this specific chair, this trim piece is coming up that holds the cane tight in place. So what I'm gonna do is add some wood glue into here, pop this back into place, and then clamp it and let that sit. And while the wood glue sits, I can get to reupholstering the seat cushions. So that is my plan. Yes!
So this is the actual fabric I had picked out for the stools in my basement, but it wasn't on sale. Boo. So I decided I still wanted to use this fabric somewhere, and these dining chairs were perfect because I didn't need nearly as many yards for these chairs as I did for the stools in the basement.
So my chairs are all primed and ready to go, and now it is time to paint. And I'm not even gonna pretend like I am painting these chairs anything exciting. I am painting them black. And if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Miley, and I really like painting things black. And the only part of this chair that you will be able to see when I put the cushions back on that I am not painting is the back of the cane. Because if you have ever painted cane or you want to paint cane, you should only paint one side of the cane because cane needs to breathe. And if you paint both sides of the cane won't be able to breathe, it'll become brittle and it'll break. So now it is time to paint these chairs. And I mean, come on, that's just pretty. And with the fabric that I picked, it's just gonna be classy.
For these chairs, I used Black Magic by Sherwin-Williams, and I got this shade in an enamel paint. Wow, that is a tongue twister. In an enamel paint. It has been a while since I have used enamel paint, and honestly, I'm not sure why I haven't used enamel paint more. It is so durable and leaves such a smooth finish in the end. I was a little bit nervous because after the first coat, it was looking really rough, but by the second and third coat, it really smoothed out and left such a beautiful finish. I am obsessed with these chairs. This is exactly what I was picturing in my head from the second I saw them online. And I actually really like that the back of the chair, that the cane is still brown, because the brown cane really brings out the tannish brown color that's in the fabric.
Okay, guys, I have less than 48 hours until the first round of my family starts arriving. I'm not nervous whatsoever. It's fine. It's gonna be great and it's gonna be chaotic. So all of my bigger projects are done. Those were the fireplace, the stools, and the chairs were my 3 big projects. Now it's just time to get my house ready to comfortably sleep this many people, or as comfortably as I possibly can make it. So I figured, since I have talked about this in other videos, that I have all of these guest spaces. Obviously I have my official guest bedroom, but beyond that I have 4 other guest spaces that I have to get set up. So I figured I would show you guys how I'm gonna sleep this many people. And something I like to do when I am having guests over for a period of time is I like to make candles for them. I am not naturally a good host, so I feel if I just do these things that are super extra, people will think I'm a good host. Tricked them all. So I'm going to quickly make some candles, get these beds set up, and also, as I'm getting everything set up, completely scrub and clean everything in my house. When did I turn into my mom?
From the second my husband and I got our house and moved in, I knew I wanted the ability to have my whole family be able to come and stay at my house. My family is all spread out over the US, and it was very important to me to have a place where we could all be together. So over the last 2 years of constant projects at my house and doing all of these room makeovers, the ability to turn spaces and rooms into guest quarters was very much a driving force behind all decision making. And although I still have so much work and so many projects and even previous projects that I want to rework, I feel this is kind of the start of me also getting to sit back and enjoy all of the hard work that I have put into my house thus far. So I hope you guys liked this video. I know it was a bit different, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching me frantically try to get my house ready to host this many people. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I am very thankful for you all. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.